Valentine's Day, a day celebrated globally with love, gifts, and cards, has a history that's far from ordinary. Its origins trace back to ancient Rome, where it started as a pagan festival before evolving into a Christian tradition, and later into the global celebration of love we know today. But what does it really mean, and how did it transform into the Valentine's Day we recognize now? The story of Valentine's Day is not just about love between couples. It's a tale woven through ancient rituals, religious history, and cultural shifts. While it's celebrated with gifts of chocolates, flowers, and romantic gestures, its history is deeply rooted in both love and sacrifice. The transformation from a pagan festival to a day honoring Saint Valentine is just one chapter in its long story. Through this video, we will explore the origins, the legends of Saint Valentine, the influence of courtly love in the Middle Ages, the rise of Valentine's cards, and how commercialization in the 19th century shaped the holiday we know today. Understanding these layers helps us appreciate the depth and diversity of Valentine's Day traditions, which continue to change and evolve. Join us as we explore the fascinating journey of Valentine's Day, from its humble and mysterious beginnings to its place as the global day of love and affection. Valentine's Day has ancient beginnings that predate its modern celebrations. The festival of Lupercalia, celebrated in ancient Rome, was dedicated to fertility and love and took place on February 15th. During Lupercalia, young men would draw the names of women from a jar, and they would become their partners for the duration of the festival. This was a time of revelry and, importantly, love and romantic bonding. Though the true origins of the holiday remain murky, it's believed that Lupercalia was later Christianized. By the 5th century, Pope Gelasius I is said to have replaced the pagan festival with a feast day dedicated to Saint Valentine, a Christian martyr. However, the association with romantic love did not appear immediately, and the festival remained more of a religious observance than a celebration of love as we know it. Over time, the Christian Church found a way to integrate this festival of fertility with the idea of saintly love and sacrifice. This set the foundation for the day to eventually evolve into what we now know as Valentine's Day, a celebration focused on romantic love. But how did it transition from a religious observance to a day dedicated to couples exchanging tokens of affection? Through this transformation, we see how both religion and culture shaped the holiday, laying the groundwork for its modern traditions. Saint Valentine's Day is named after Saint Valentine, a Christian martyr. But who exactly was he? The details surrounding his life are unclear, with multiple stories emerging over time. Most historians agree that Valentine was a priest in Rome during the reign of Emperor Claudius II. The emperor, believing that unmarried men made better soldiers, banned marriages for young men. Valentine, however, defied this decree and secretly married couples, believing in the sanctity of love. Valentine's act of defiance didn't go unnoticed. He was arrested and brought before Emperor Claudius II. Refusing to renounce his beliefs, Valentine was eventually sentenced to death. According to one version of the legend, while in prison, Valentine is said to have healed the jailer's blind daughter, and the two developed a deep friendship. On the eve of his execution, he allegedly sent her a letter signed, "From your Valentine," a phrase still used today. While the specifics of his story remain a mystery, it is clear that Saint Valentine's devotion to love, compassion, and sacrifice left a lasting impact. His martyrdom and the letters he sent became a symbol of love and loyalty, eventually transforming into the modern-day celebration of Valentine's Day. One of the most enduring parts of Saint Valentine's story is the letter he allegedly sent to the jailer's daughter before his execution. This letter, signed "From your Valentine," is often regarded as the first Valentine, and it holds great significance in the celebration of love. The tradition of exchanging love letters dates back to this moment, and over the centuries, the practice has evolved, but the sentiment remains the same: love is worth expressing. In modern times, Valentine's Day has evolved into a celebration of love not only between romantic partners, but also among friends and family. The act of sending heartfelt letters or notes to loved ones on February 14th is a tradition that has endured for centuries. The rise of greeting cards in the 19th century further popularized the tradition, with companies mass-producing cards that express sentiments of love, affection, and admiration. The enduring popularity of Valentine's Day cards can be traced to these historical roots. The practice of sending cards became widespread, and in time, it transformed into the multi-million-dollar card industry we know today. From handmade cards to mass-produced ones, the expression of love through written words continues to play a major role in how we celebrate the holiday. As the years passed, Saint Valentine's influence spread, with his legend becoming one of the most recognizable symbols of love. His story reminds us that love has the power to transcend time and history, leaving a legacy of connection, sacrifice, and deep affection. The heart shape, now synonymous with love, wasn't always the universal symbol we know today. In the 15th century, artists began to depict the heart shape as a stylized version of the human heart, which was believed to be the seat of emotions. Over time, this symbol evolved to represent love, passion, and affection, becoming closely tied to Valentine's Day. The heart's association with romantic love became so strong that it became the go-to symbol for expressing feelings on Valentine's Day cards, gifts, and decorations. In addition to the heart, Cupid also plays a prominent role in Valentine's Day. The Roman god of love, often depicted as a mischievous child with wings and a bow and arrow, is said to strike people with his arrows, causing them to fall in love. This imagery of Cupid and his arrows is often used in Valentine's Day decorations and cards to represent the sudden, unpredictable nature of love. The combination of hearts and Cupid has created a powerful visual representation of the holiday's romantic spirit. The symbolism of hearts and Cupid has permeated culture for centuries, showing up in art, literature, and celebrations around the world. Whether it's through paintings, poems, or modern-day decorations, the heart and Cupid remain central to the way we express love. Over time, these symbols have been used not just for romantic love, but also for friendship, kindness, and care, broadening the scope of Valentine's Day to encompass all forms of affection. As Valentine's Day continues to evolve, the heart and Cupid remain timeless, representing the enduring power of love. These symbols have become ingrained in our celebration of the holiday, reminding us that love, in all its forms, is something to be celebrated. Romantic dinners are a classic way to celebrate Valentine's Day, with couples often choosing to enjoy an intimate meal together. The tradition of sharing a special meal on this day goes back to ancient times. In Roman culture, a feast was held to honor Juno, the goddess of love, and it was believed to bring couples together. Over the centuries, this tradition evolved into a modern-day Valentine's dinner. Popular choices for these romantic dinners include fine dining at restaurants or cooking a meal at home, complete with candles, flowers, and elegant dishes. Along with the dinner, gifts are another significant part of the celebration. Jewelry, flowers, and chocolates are commonly exchanged between couples on Valentine's Day. The giving of gifts as an expression of love has been around for centuries, but the modern tradition of gifting roses, particularly red ones, became popular in the 19th century. Red roses symbolize deep love and passion, making them the perfect flower to give to a loved one on Valentine's Day. While many people opt for traditional gifts like jewelry or flowers, others prefer to give more personalized or creative presents. Some people choose to surprise their loved ones with custom-made items, such as engraved gifts, personalized messages, or a favorite book. This thoughtful approach shows how much care and attention went into choosing a gift. Today, romantic dinners and thoughtful gifts continue to be an important part of Valentine's Day celebrations. Whether it's a simple dinner at home or a lavish meal at a fancy restaurant, sharing this special time together allows couples to express their affection and celebrate their love. With technology becoming an integral part of daily life, Valentine's Day has also adapted to the digital world. In today's connected society, people send virtual gifts, cards, and love messages through social media platforms, text messages, and video calls. For couples in long-distance relationships, Valentine's Day is a special occasion where technology bridges the gap. Video calls allow them to share their love and affection, making the distance feel shorter. Online gift services also allow people to send gifts that are delivered on time, no matter the distance. Social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook are flooded with heartwarming posts on Valentine's Day. People share pictures of their significant others, their families, or their friends, expressing gratitude and love. Hashtags like #Valentine's Day and #LoveAndAir dominate posts as people join in the global celebration of love. It's also common for couples to post videos or photos celebrating their relationship milestones, which further spreads the festive mood. For some, the digital world offers a creative space to express love. People make digital art, share heartfelt playlists, or even design virtual Valentine's Day cards. In this way, the internet and social media serve as a creative canvas for celebrating the emotions associated with Valentine's Day. While digital connections can never completely replace in-person interaction, they offer a way to stay connected and share moments that are equally meaningful. Thus, Valentine's Day in the digital age is about adapting to new ways of connecting and expressing affection, while still cherishing the age-old tradition of love. With technology becoming an integral part of daily life, Valentine's Day has also adapted to the digital world. In today's connected society, people send virtual gifts, cards, and love messages through social media platforms, text messages, and video calls. For couples in long-distance relationships, Valentine's Day is a special occasion where technology bridges the gap. Video calls allow them to share their love and affection, making the distance feel shorter. Online gift services also allow people to send gifts that are delivered on time, no matter the distance. Social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook are flooded with heartwarming posts on Valentine's Day. People share pictures of their significant others, their families, or their friends, expressing gratitude and love. Hashtags like #Valentine's Day and #LoveAndAir dominate posts as people join in the global celebration of love. It's also common for couples to post videos or photos celebrating their relationship milestones, which further spreads the festive mood. For some, the digital world offers a creative space to express love. People make digital art, share heartfelt playlists, or even design virtual Valentine's Day cards. In this way, The internet and social media serve as a creative canvas for celebrating the emotions associated with Valentine's Day. While digital connections can never completely replace in-person interaction, they offer a way to stay connected and share moments that are equally meaningful. Thus, Valentine's Day in the digital age is about adapting to new ways of connecting and expressing affection, while still cherishing the age-old tradition of love. As we've explored, Valentine's Day has evolved over centuries, from the ancient Roman celebrations to the modern-day expressions of affection that we see today. Despite the changes, the core message of Valentine's Day remains the same. It's a day to celebrate love, kindness, and connection. Whether it's through handwritten notes, gifts, or digital messages, people find unique and meaningful ways to share their love. In the modern world, we've embraced new ways of expressing affection, especially through technology and social media. While physical gifts and in-person celebrations still play a significant role, the digital age has opened up even more avenues for people to connect with their loved ones. The rise of virtual gifts, social media posts, and online interactions brings a new layer of celebration to Valentine's Day, helping to connect people across vast distances and diverse cultures. However, the essence of Valentine's Day remains the same. It's about showing love, appreciation, and gratitude to the people who matter most in our lives. Whether it's a grand gesture or a simple text message, love always finds a way to shine. In the end, Valentine's Day serves as a reminder to cherish and nurture the relationships that bring us happiness, warmth, and joy. So, this Valentine's Day, remember to spread love, no matter how big or small the gesture may be. Celebrate the people in your life and appreciate the bonds that bring you closer together, because love is universal and timeless.